Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So, Season 8 is almost upon us, and we've just kind of got this first of, well, new season teasers, I guess, released today, in the form of this fairly cryptic looking webpage. Just from an initial look at it, it looks like there's going to be 5 clues, because it seems to be these 5 different shapes across the front, with the first one being 289 years. But I just wanted to jump back a little bit in time before we actually dive into that. A little bit before the last Viking season. Because before the Viking season started, my prediction for what was Season 7 was it was going to be an Asian season, in the form of something like, Japan, China, or maybe Korea. So I was actually really quite surprised when they decided in the end to go Vikings. But that same sentiment I had before the Viking season still stands really today. I really feel that we are long overdue an Asian season, and kind of just looking at the artwork on this page, I think we can certainly say it's not a Western season. I guess slightly more will probably be confirmed over the next few days as we get some more of these clues dropped, but I think we can probably narrow it down to a few possible choices. I think it's quite likely, judging on the artwork here, judging by I think the fact it's vastly overdue, it's likely we're going to be getting something like Japanese, maybe a Korean or a Chinese season. So I guess that then opens up the question of what period of dynasty lasted 289 years? Well, my Asian history is pretty weak if I'm honest, so I guess I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on this to try and find some possible candidates. But to cut a little bit away from this webpage now and hop over to the Reddit, we've had a few things posted over the past sort of couple of days. A few images and a few sort of quote-unquote leaks, which some people got perhaps slightly excessively excited about. But the problem with these sort of things is that they're very easy to fake, and they're very hard to really confirm how reliable they are as sort of quote-unquote leaks, which is why I haven't really done any videos on them. I didn't really want to be sort of hyping up something that we didn't really know anything too much about. So I was kind of waiting for this official teaser that we've kind of got now. But given the fact that sort of the teaser is a little bit more in this Asian theme, I guess it does give slightly more credence to these couple of leaks that we've had in the form of these, what looks like sort of some sort of monk unit that we got an image of, and also in the form of this kind of recording of some sort of, Chinese trailer or Chinese looking like footage, which kind of seems to tie in a little bit with that. Then if we jump forward to the Reddit today, a few people who are a little bit more switched on with their Chinese history than maybe I am have been suggesting maybe the Tang dynasty as one of the possible options, because that seems to last 289 years apparently, so that seems to fit in a little bit better. And then on top of that, we've had a few more leaks where people have actually sort of gone into the back behind of the webpage and managed to extract a few bits of information out of it. And these people seem to have found a few different things in the back end of the webpage. Perhaps the most interesting one is like a little page that seems to show the season release on the 8th of July. Again, the problem with these Reddit leaks is I always feel like it's so easy to fake. How do you know if it's really true or not? And I certainly don't have the technical ability to manage to dig into the web page myself to actually confirm. So I think we should probably take that with a little bit of a pinch of salt. But it is kind of interesting to see all these things seemingly starting to point towards a Chinese season, possibly of the Tang dynasty. I guess we'll probably get a little bit more details. I'm assuming they're going to do another one of these teasers, one of these 5, probably tomorrow. And if they do, that's going to really sort of help us firm up a little bit more about if it is Chinese and if it's actually also going to be the Tang dynasty. If it is, this is quite a cool period that they've chosen to do. I think it'll be interesting to see how they choose to interpret it as a period. I think traditionally, I guess particularly in Chinese MMOs, it tends to be very sort of romance orientated, I think there's a very traditional way of doing Chinese culture in these sort of games, and I kind of hope they take a little bit of a different approach to it, a little bit more gritty, a little bit more historical based. We don't want a romance of the Three Kingdoms like Total War. I want a sort of a more gritty, a realistic period of what I guess is one of China's high points. But I am super interested to hear what you guys think about kind of what we've learned so far. Are you excited for the next season? Are you nervous? Do you have anything you're pleased or unhappy about? So do let me know in the comments down below. Because yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting to see how this develops and firms up, hopefully, over the next couple of days. Anyway, hopefully you've found the video enjoyable. If you have, obviously give the channel a sub, drop the video a like, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.